I'd say by pretty much any measurable standard, one could argue that I'm clinically addicted to the gym. Alrighty. It's been a few days. Yeah, I haven't had any interesting things to talk about, and trying to post a little less because daily posts on YouTube take too much time. But we are back. It is day 21, I think, on BBC 157. Recap: taking 500 micrograms, one 250 microgram pill in the morning, and one 250 microgram pill at night. BBC 157 argonate salt, and I guess it's only been 2 weeks on the 2 pills, about 3 weeks almost. Well, a little under 2 weeks on the 2 pills. 1 week I did on just 1 pill a day. And yeah, I lied. I very much lied in my last video. Said I was going to take a full week off of the gym. And I should have known better than to say that on camera, because I cannot hold myself to that. Yogurt. It's a great value. Light Greek banana cream. It's 80 calories, 13 grams of protein, so shit fucks. But yeah, no. I'd say by pretty much any measurable standard, one could argue that I'm clinically addicted to the gym. There are worse things to be addicted to. I'm not going to list them out because I'd probably get in trouble. But we all know there are. So, if it's one that ultimately will probably lead me to being more jacked, I can't be that mad about it. More injured too? Yeah. Yep. 100%. And that's just what I do. That's a day in, day out. More jacked, more injured. Should make some shirts that say that. You better stop! Unless I'm the only person that feels that way, in which case I'd look pretty weird. I was able to take, I'm going to say I took a solid 5 or 6 days off. And then, I actually didn't really have access to a gym during that time. So, full disclosure, that's the only reason that was possible. And just got a gym membership, LA Fitness near me. It's LA Fitness. But, yeah, went and hit legs 2 days ago, hit arms yesterday. Because I had to. I don't know, I think a lot of people underestimate, if you've been in the gym for a long time, like how hard it is to come down from that, how hard it is to take time off. Even when you know your body needs rest, it's just, there's so many mental components that come with lifting that, you don't really consider until you take that day off. 1 rest day is not too bad, you're a little restless. 2, you're like, damn, wish I could just go hit a curl. And then day 3, you're like, at this point, like, I would even settle for just doing some calf raises. And then day 4, you're sitting outside the gym waiting, just sitting there, the protein shake, wondering where it all went wrong. Raindrops coming down the windshield, tear rolling down your cheek. Day 5, you pace in front of it. Just fighting that urge to get in there. And then day 6, as we know, you wind up back in there. It's just how it goes. But I think a lot of people downplay ultimately like how actually actively addicted to the gym they are, because it makes sense that it would be addictive. There's at least so many endorphins when you lift that you obviously become like chemically bonded to this process, chemically bonded to chasing that high. And the moment you remove that from your system, just like any other addiction, like you crave it. I'm not saying I go through like withdrawal when I don't go to the gym. You find other outlets that still provide that, which you can't really do with other addictions, to be honest. But like most physical activity will release similar endorphins or the same endorphins. So just going for a walk, going for a run, going on the bike, like you'll still find ways to have that outlet, and you won't like implode, but like ultimately like you become so used to it that like it is an itch that needs to be scratched. Like and I know that everyone else that's been in the gym like this for a long time and lifts and chases those endorphins and leaves the gym on those highs, like feels the same way. But unfortunately that doesn't lend itself to great injury recovery. Making it hard to take time off from the gym is not exactly ideal, but it is what it is. That's my take on, the gym addiction. I think we all become a victim of it very quickly, because it's such an easy outlet for endorphins. You kind of become like a little dopamine bandit when you walk in the gym. And obviously, we're all there because we want to be jacked, but at the end of the day, we're also getting this supplementary benefit that I don't think a lot of people consider all that much, and not a lot of people consider when they do take those days off and don't understand why it's so much harder. It's not just like that thought of like, oh, taking days off, I'm going to get smaller. It's like you are chemically probably a little bit reliant on the gym at the minimum, But anyways, let's go back to BPC. I've got like probably I want to say it's 5 or 6 more days of pills left. So coming up on, deciding what to do next. Right now I am leaning towards starting to do sub-Q injections. So I'm going to go a little stabby on me, I hate needles, so that'll be interesting. My beautiful, wonderful, amazing girlfriend is probably going to have to pin me down and stab me with a needle to make it happen. But, if it's more effective, it is what it is. And she said she's happy to stab me, so it's a real one right there. But, so we're going to let it carry the course until I run out of the pills. Obviously, I'll order something before then so I can jump right in immediately. But the reason I'm saying that is because while I do feel some of those anti-inflammatory benefits, I don't think that taking it orally has proven very effective for increasing the blood flow to my tendons and looking for those answers that I have been looking for with my recovery. I felt really good about a week and a half back and had a bit of a setback and haven't really fully recovered since then, even though I've been taking that time, taking that rest and doing my mobility work and taking BPC. So what I do think is that I could either up my dose orally, or I could switch and do the same dose but sub-Q. And full disclosure, I don't feel like spending the extra money in order to up that dose orally and see if that'll work or not. So unfortunately, we're going to be following the gym bro advice, do a little bro science and listen to the people that say that it only works if you go sub-Q. It will be cheaper too, which is nice. And maybe it'll help me conquer my fear of needles. But, let's get into how I've been feeling over the past few days. Having a lot of pain through the supraspinatus, especially on this side of the attachment right here, obviously, because that's where the tendon that got pinched is in that impingement. It's been really tender the last few days. So I've been keeping an eye on it. I have toned back some of the mobility work, because I think that some of it was still starting to inflame it, especially after re-injuring it a little bit. It's not fully re-injured, it's just a little tweaked. But I think still doing that mobility work was tweaking it more. So laid off a bit of it, been doing ice, heat, a little bit of stretching. It hasn't come back to where it was like a week and a half before I retweaked it. But I do feel better day to day, which is good. Hamstrings have honestly been feeling really good. I still have some gliding issues where I can feel the tendon kind of snap into position, or snap over something because it's a little inflamed. But pain-wise, it's been feeling good, and especially in that lower right hamstring tendon, it's feeling a lot stronger now. I'm not getting that tweaking feeling that I was getting before. So let's just sum up the last few days. Daily pain, shoulders have been high. Give that a 7 for the past few days. Like decently consistent through the day, so we'll just leave it at 7 for shoulder pain for the daily pain. Daily pain for the legs. Been really sore because I hit a good leg day, which is great. But probably pretty low, so we'll say like a 4. Lifting pain when I hit legs. When I did hack squat, I did feel that, as I said, like gliding over something or snapping over something. So I'll give that like a 6. But it ultimately wasn't too bad, and I did do some hamstring curls and stuff, and like hamstrings felt strong. Lifting pain for the shoulders. It was a bit uncomfortable in the hack squat actually because they are so tender right now. And then yesterday during arm day, I did dips, like a dip machine, which I haven't actually used in like 2 or 3 years, so that was great. I could feel a little pinch on some reps, so I'll give that like a 7. Mobility, range of motion. Mobility's been great in my legs, actually, so that's like a 2. And then my shoulders, like a 7 as well. Haven't been able to do the mobility work in and of itself, and there's still a lot of range of motions that are painful. Is Joe sad? After seeing the decline in my progress, definitely took a hit, and knowing that I don't think I'm getting exactly what I want out of this isn't a great feeling. And waking up and still having pain in my both shoulders, I wake up on the wrong side and it hurts a lot. It's not great. So I'm gonna give myself a solid 5, right down the middle. Not too sad, not too happy. It is what it is. And then, yeah, I think those are all the major updates, and I'll try to get some more consistent videos going out. But that's all I got. And my yogurt's finished, so I'm done talking to you. Hope you had a great lift today. TSM.